but let me just start by recapping where we're at now so we know the lay of the land in Western Australia. They're still counting. They're still counting. So they're up to 63.8% of the vote in the lower house, which is where government is formed. So 40 seats have already been confirmed have gone to Labor, 5 have gone to the Liberals, and 4 the Nationals. There's still 10 seats that they're counting. But judging by those numbers, the Labor Party have once again won enough to form a government in this state. So we will have Premier Roger Cook for another 4 years, unless he gets rolled or retires to take on another 4 jobs like his predecessor did. We will see. That's how the Labor Party rolls. So not a great result for the Liberal Party. And I know that there were swings against Labor up to 20% in some seats, 10 to 20% swings towards the Liberals. But remember, it came from that point back in 2021 where there was such a swing towards Labor about keeping the border closed and how the Premier handled COVID. So that's why it was an uphill battle for the Liberal and National Party, and questions are already being asked. Did they do enough in those 4 years? Have they come together? Are they the party of Menzies? What was their real solution for this state? Are people here hurting enough to want to change to a Liberal government? A lot of people are still not happy with the Colin Barnett era. So why would you change something if you're not hurting yet? That's the situation we have in the lower house. Now let's look at the upper house. This is the house that I've been banging on about because it's the house of review. It's the house where people like my dear friend Dr. Brian Walker from the Legalised Cannabis Party, who has been re-elected, and congratulations to him. So that's one of the good things that came out of this election, is having someone like him returned to serve the people of Western Australia in the upper house. So it looks like he is in. He is in. They have lost 1 seat. They did have 2 before this. Now they're only looking at 1. And that's because there was such a huge swing towards the Greens Party. They're looking to get 4 seats in the upper house. And with 16 for Labor at the moment, by my maths, that means that Labor and the Greens will hold the balance of power in the upper house. So where are we compared to where we were last week? We're in the same position. We have one party ruling the roost in both houses of parliament. Yes, they will have to negotiate with the Greens, it looks like. So at this stage, nothing has changed for us, for the people of Western Australia. It is looking like the Liberals will get around 13, which is a huge improvement. So there has been a change there. The Nationals only two at this stage, and there should be questions asked about why the shooting organisations were backing the Nats to the extent that they did, and ignoring some of the other minor parties like my Friends and Shooters Fishers Farmers Party, who do not look like they will get a seat at this stage. We have not counted preferences yet. We've only counted 53% of primary votes, which is when you put a 1 in the box above the line. They have not looked at those who voted below the line like I did, labelling up to 20 under the line. I did that because I wanted to control where my vote went. So we're not down to preferences yet, but by prediction is it is looking like One Nation will get at least 1, if not 2 seats. So Rod Caddies from One Nation looks definitely to be in. Marika Gronwald from the Christians Party, it's the first time they've ever won a seat in WA. She looks pretty safe to be in. And the Legalised Cannabis Party, as I said, potentially Animal Justice Party. They might get 1, otherwise it'll go to One Nation. So this is the lay of the land in WA at the moment. And breaking it down, like I said before, it means Labor still has control of the upper house with the support of the Greens. So this is what the voters of WA decided yesterday. This is where we're at in WA, and I know a lot of people are wondering, how did we get to this point? Have people not suffered enough? Was the gun laws, was that not enough? And obviously it's not.